my wedding night. As we see Cassie laying nose busted open as my guy Nazim is beating the doors off Nate, destroying him, absolutely obliterating him. Listen, I'm not getting beat up one-on-one on my wedding night. Listen, dog, if you ain't got a gun, you gonna have to like pistol with me, because I'm not going out with this fist. Think I'm gonna run up my stairs on my own house? You in my house and I'm getting jumped? Oh no, we got a bat in every corner. If you big, I'm knocking you out. No, we can't. I do not advocate for violence unless provoked. This would be self-defense. Nate, you messed up, my boy. You did wrong. Everything you did wrong. I thought you paid the 100K. You didn't even pay the 100K. This is Euphoria season 3, episode 3. Let's talk about Yo, one thing we learned is Jules is selling that pussy to every rich man they out there, boy. She was getting it. She was selling it, and then she found her one. She found her one. What's that movie called? Say it in the comments if you know. It's a movie. She found her one, and it tried to turn to a wife. But Rue hit her with that. You mine now. She making that bread from selling them guns. By the way, Rue has the most random jobs. My man Alamo got her selling guns now. What she know about selling guns? She knew everything about the AR-15, talking to them country boys. I hear them strippers outside, one with the neck brace on. It's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? And that, by the way, Rue, you are like a manager now. You gotta dress better. Them Converses are fire though. You're up to Converse. You're up the shoe game. Your shoe game always been nice, Rue. But my God. Please fix them clothes. That suit you had on, I'm like, in that wedding, girl, you not the S one, right? You the pretty girl, right? Of the gay group. You know what I'm saying? So why you dress so bad? Why does Ruth dress so bad? It's like the most confusing. That's the one thing that I thought she was just poor, and she was just poor for a long time, so she didn't know how to dress. Why when you get money, you still dress horrible? She dressed like a 2001 dude. Like she dressed like Allen Iverson when he was making a statement against David Stern. Go look it up if you want to see the baggy suits. Like Chris Webber and them and Jalen Rose at the NBA playoff game. Maybe them suits. Maybe she affording the old school like broke suits. But she gotta do better. Converse still fire. Converse is still fire. By the way, Alamo. Why does he hate the most random words? He hated pig last week. Rue said, I can't wait to make this money and go legit. My man got offended. He basically said she complaining. She never complained once. She just said, I'm finna go make this bread and then go legit. You know what I'm saying? Have my own business, do my own thing. Because what you doing is illegal. My man had to go tell a story that we don't care about. And then go and say, legit is if you have power. So stop being ungrateful. I'm like, she wasn't even being ungrateful. She was actually being grateful in the episode. I was so confused. Alamo hates certain words that just trigger him. And shout out to my boy West. He was sitting there telling that maybe because he used to not be that dude, and we're going to find out in the future that he probably was like a dude who wasn't him. And then he found like maybe like an introduction to the red pill type thing, where you find out that he can use women to get rich. Maybe this is a play on a southern black man being Andrew Tate. And like certain words when he wasn't him make him upset, like legit business. Like, I got power now. You think what I ain't gonna do is legit? Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's just like pig. Somebody he was upset by pig to some point. Marshawn Lynch was like, you make him out soft. And strippers out here is talking about this, so I'm finna go. We ain't seen Marshawn Lynch too. Alamo, you ran off Marshawn Lynch. By the way, Ruth telling Jules I'm your sugar daddy now is crazy, but we know that rich man her sugar daddy. You seen that house? She doing better than everybody in the group. Besides, she doing better than everybody in the group, because we're gonna talk about Cassie, because Cassie appears to be doing better than everybody in the group. Maddie lives in this little shack down the road and everything else. So we finally get to the wedding, and we see that she invited Jules to the wedding. Rue did, and you know Cal and Jules got this thing he keeps staring over there. My boy Jules got you whipped still. That's crazy, Cal. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Them flowers was not worth $50K. I don't know what flowers we saw that was worth all that money, but they were not. You could have got them flowers anywhere. What is going on? Is this what Nate got beat up for? Is this why his toe was sacrificed? These flowers? Because he borrowed money from his friend to the nose gear. We're going to get into that. But is that what this was? You sacrificed $50K in your toe and a ruined wedding night because you ain't got a honeymoon. You ain't going on a honeymoon now. He told you the man can't walk. The man got his toe off and blood flying everywhere. You got blood on your nose, crying in the club by yourself. It's crazy. But them flowers was not worth the toe, my guy. You should have got that money from your friend and paid that $100K off and then try to sneak it back in. Nazim is not playing with you. But at the wedding, we see Nate panicking. He throwing up and all of that going on. And like I said, and then during this, after he throw up, he finally got the nerves up. He threw up everything. His nerves are all out. And Cassie's with her mom, and her mom is basically foreshadowing a horrible wedding and a horrible divorce coming soon and a horrible life, because she's like, yo, I remember when I had a wedding, we was sitting out here with all the beautiful people waving, and I saw my future and all this. Cassie's mama is still selfish and crazy. She got Cassie out here crying. I thought Cassie was gonna run away the way she was doing. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And she talking about her divorce and how her life was changed and all that. I'm like, what is wrong with Cassie's mom? We got Maddie in the corner according to Rue, plotting on if she gonna get a business out of Cassie or is she gonna get back with Cassie and seek an opportunity when Cassie's upset, looking around, being upset. Because Maddie really loved Cassie. Cassie does not like Maddie like that. But Cassie like attention. We know how that go. We go back to Lori's house and we see the Confederate flag again. Okay. I see the push. I see the vision. Still interesting that y'all like Rue and she's half black. Her mom black. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's very interesting to see, right? So they got the Confederate flag. We had the Nazi flag last week, and you see it in Phaser in the bed. I don't know. Is Faye even Cassie's friend, or Rue's friend? Or did she just invite her because she knows she was down to do something stupid? Because she just leaves this girl there, and the weird dude, like, I love her, and everybody like, and his brother, I think this is his brother, his co-worker, is sitting there messing with him about her because he keeps trying to smack her. He slick won't Faye too. They all trying to share in the house, but it is what it is. And they form a plan to somehow kidnap Rue because they miss and they'll get back at Alamo. Even though she tried to convince her to come back willingly. What does it take for me to get you to come back? That's what we saw later in the episode. But also we see that Alamo is planning to take out the bird, what's it called, Paladin? So they try and take out Paladin. And we saw old boy put the thing in the hot episode in. We're gonna get to that then. We finally see BB pregnant. She very pregnant coming in the wedding. And Rue, of course, has to do a sale based on Alamo too, so they can get Paladin. So he sends her to do a deal, and of course, Drew does Rue things and just leaves Jules at this place in which she really wasn't invited, but she's the plus one of her, so she's there. And then she meets Cal later on and all that, and Cal drinks and does Cal things, but she just left her there. I'm like, Rue does the most inconsiderate thing. She just goes with the wind. Whatever she's told to do, she just do it and forget anything else she was responsible for. You was responsible for that girl you brought, Faye. You were responsible for Jules. What if something crazy happened to Jules? Something did crazy happen to Jules later, but y'all let me know. And then we see Nazim. He here for his money. He be like, I didn't get my invitation. He's basically ruining everything. Of course, like Nazim do. He tells everybody he owes them money and that a lot of money is owed. And of course, the nosy friend runs to her husband to tell him that you loaned your friend money and he's kind of broke right now. He's technically not broke, but he is broke because he owes more money than he probably has. In real life, he's not broke. It's a weird situation with that. But Nazim basically just ruins the wedding, leaves Cassie to start crying while they doing it because she realizes that she gave up her OF and just for some flowers so Nate can get the flowers, and he owes somebody a lot of money that he spent the money on the flowers instead of doing what he's supposed to do. Listen, Nate, you should have just did the OF with her. If you're in that much trouble, if you're in that much debt, just do it with him, my guy. Gotta get this bread somehow. You lost a toe, my man. You lost a toe. Just do your job. And who is this James Brown dude out here? The fake James Brown, while Cassie just sitting there crying, doing these most random dances. Oh yeah, back to the nosy friend who told her husband that she didn't even wait till the wedding was over. She just went straight to the man while this man is getting threatened to tell her husband that Nate is broke. Because she's nosy. She didn't even get the whole story. She just ran out there and told her. See, this is why I don't trust them Karens, boy. You fake friends with Karens because your friend is friends with her. Now she telling everybody broke. Shout out to your boy for holding it down and say, hey, bro, I get that you owe this money. Take care of that. I'm gonna take care of my wife. She upset right now because as she told Cassie, my husband gave the funds to your husband, and it was supposed to be my kid's college fund. He gave it to your friend's a friend. Listen, I told my boy, kid, credit player, that if you did that to me, we gotta fight. Still love you, but we gotta fight. He wouldn't never do that to me, and I wouldn't do it to him. But if I did to him, I expect to fight. Like, yo, let's just get it on, bro. I know it. I'm not gonna just get my ass whooped. But I expect to fight. I might not fight as hard, but if I screw you out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and it's my kid's college fund or something in that situation, yeah, he a better man than me. And she even went up to Cassie and even told her, like, yo, what's going on? Nate put you up to this because y'all broke, right? That's why you did your sites, right? I understand. Nate is he's a manipulator. He's a horrible man. Like, she don't even, and Cassie like, I did all that. Now, Cassie somehow got upset by this, by the way. Like, listen, she trying to put it on the husband. You're like, no, I like attention. Cassie like attention so much, she would even take credit. She won't even let the husband be the evil guy. So we get to Cassie gets upset, yells at him again. She hits the cork in his face. The friend calms him down. The other friend calms him down. They all gave Nate money, and a flower apparently ruined his whole business because it was an endangered flower. California got strange laws that, like, can you not take the flower and just grow it in other places? Maybe even allow it to be like a garden. I don't know if it's like some reservation law in California, but if it's endangered, shouldn't we try to grow more of it? Unless it's some rare flower I don't know about. Let me know in the comments if it's such a rare flower that it can't grow, because I don't know nothing about this flower. But yeah, they go home, they explain everything. She hit him in the face with a cork. They get in this limo that I don't know how you're affording with owing this man so much debt. I see why Nazim get madder as he go. I'm saying you come in this giant wedding with these $50,000 flowers that look like trash. That was all right, but they weren't $50,000 worth. And then you come in this big house and Cassie got all these cars. Shout out my boy Kid Crab Play. He said, y'all to sell the cars, at least pay out some of it so you don't take my toe. But my man just gets beat up. He gets dragged up and down. My man is running away in his own house. It ain't no gun pointed at him. It ain't nothing. He ain't getting pistol whipped. Nothing. He getting straight hands put on him. I'm like, ain't you learned from Kyle how to fight at least? So he getting drugged through the house. He get his toe took off. And my boy Nazim, I'm gonna say Nadir. I'm watching basketball again. Nazim said some women inherit wealth. Some wives inherit debt. Which lead to like a thing I saw in the preview of the show, which I'm like, is Nazim gonna sell Cassie out? Nate, how did you end up making Cassie look like a saint? Her OF journey was sainthood compared to what you got going on. If you would have said, you could have got with Maddie, who was your ex, and be like, hey, I'm down. Matter of fact, I will do it. What my boy say? Do it. I will do it with you. I am in debt. I am 500K down. I will do it with you. How can we get this money fast? Oh, $100,000 by the end of the week. What can we do? Now, me personally, I am not a guy who wants that. I don't think I would want a girl to do OF. Maybe if it was a past life, I can get over it, but it can't. No, I don't know if I would like that. That's just me though. I'm not judging you if you do. And I don't even know if that's fully true. I can't tell where my heart goes. But in my mind, I don't imagine that would be attractive to me in any way. Not that I wouldn't talk to you or want to be friends with you or you disgusted me. No, not in that way. But I don't know. That's just not something that I envision, right? I'm a very selfish person. I am a very selfish man. What's mine is mine, and I don't like to share what's mine. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of dude, so. But if I was in trouble and in that much danger, listen, I'm sharing. I don't have a choice. What are we doing here? And then we end the episode with Ruby Bennett, knock on the door, DEA. I wondered, did she have it on him or did old boy had it on him? Because if she had it on her, if the DEA find it when she got the stuff on her, episode 4 gonna be fun. We finally getting some fun in this show. Episode 3 was a little funner. The wedding was a mess, hot mess. That wedding was awful. It was crazy. We had people crying, people threatening people. Your dad got drunk, the mom got drunk. She was with fake Bobby, what's his name? James Brown. She was out here singing with him. And Cassie crying. Rue done left Jules and they in the awkward situation with Cal. Everything's going crazy. And now Rue might have, if she got it on her, hopefully the black dude got it on him. Well, hopefully he ain't pulled up by the police and got him. We don't want that. We don't never want. But in this case, Rue the only one that's caught. So we hoping that Rue don't have it on her. Because we gonna get real interested. Or let me know in the comments if you believe this. Is it a plot? Is it a plot by Lori to kidnap Rue? Because that was the plan the entire time. By the way, at the end of the episode ends with Paladin just falling over. We had Jules go in the room. They showed Rue get caught. Ruby Bennett get caught by the DA, and the parrot Paladin falls over, straight over. And I kind of got sad at it. I'm not gonna lie. I like parrots. They're cool animals. I hate that happen. But that's the episode. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know anything you disagree with, agree with. Let me know. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It is Sunday, so if you have a free hype and you enjoyed the video and you watched this far, make sure that you use it on a brother. If you enjoyed the video, you don't have to. But if you did, hit that notification bell. We come here every Sunday night to talk about this, as well as the other show we have on Sundays, which sometimes is a Daredevil review. I don't know if we always gonna do it, but we will have Mount Rushmore, which we had one earlier today. If you're into that stuff, we review TV shows and all that. I appreciate y'all. Make sure and take care of yourself. Keep stomping. Something amazing can happen. Peace.